Welcome back to Study Art History with me. I'm Nancy Spurlock, a self-taught artist, 10 years now. I have quite the story. If you want to go to my video, How Art Saved My Life, I thought it was quite the story until I started studying art oracles, and it turns out all the artists have quite the story. So everybody has a story. So I'm self-taught, and I've been going through these art oracles, and they were pretty grim. So I've been chasing it with this funny art book, and I'm almost finished with these art oracle cards. I put a link, an Amazon link, in the description to both of these if you're interested. So at first I would get these out, and so we've gone through this many. It started tearing, so now I just leave these in here. And this is what we have left. And I just draw 2 from the top to go through per day. And then I chase it with something funny because this gets interesting and kind of crazy sometimes. And we need a little humor to bring some light into the dark, just like in art. So today we're going to study Mies van der Rohe. One lives, many lives in a lifetime. A good idea deserves a good aphorism. U. van der Sudenen. Okay, some of these are tongue twisters. This book is not in order. Life. It's Wednesday here in Las Vegas, and I survived the monsoon of 2026 last night. It rained for like 20 minutes, and everybody freaks out, but it's okay. All right, here we are. Germany, 1886-1969. Fleeing garden variety, Third Reich intimidation. Mies van der Rohe escaped Germany for the U.S. in 1938. Before that, he had been the last director of the Bauhaus and internationally celebrated for his Barcelona pavilion of 1929. And before that, he had been little Maria Ludwig Michael Mies, son of a stonemason, wishing to totally reinvent himself. Is that right? Okay. And the architecture of his time. He did just so in Chicago, reshaping the city's skyline in steel and glass, or skin and bones, as he'd say. In his later years, Mies went global. If only he'd lived to see his many clever aphorisms, in other words, less is more, become hashtags used for cyberbullying. Who knows where this is going to go? I've never heard of this person. This is cool. I'll have to look him up further. Michelangelo. All right, we know a little bit more about him. No compromise is a good compromise. Blemished origins do not negate flawless conclusions. Become ill with unhealthy perfectionism. And lately, when I've been doing these, the cat has been joining me, but I do not see her. And as I say that, she is walking around the corner, so she might actually jump up here. Did you hear me studying about Michelangelo? Biscuit? There he is. Italy, 1475 to 1564. 2 well-known sculptors had already given up chiseling David, claiming the provided marble was too blemished for the requisite sexiness of the final product. Michelangelo took over the project and dropped his proverbial mic by crafting a vision of heaven by way of defined male abs. Showing how it's done was a reprise throughout Michelangelo's life. A depressive perfectionist with a die-hard work ethic, he fired the staff helping him paint the Sistine Chapel ceiling because they weren't him, and finished the damn thing himself. Although it cost him his health, the Sistine Chapel, including the Last Judgment, is but one example of Michelangelo's unparalleled genius. Michelangelo. These are pretty good cards today compared to what we've been reading. If you're interested in getting this deck, like I said, look in the description for a link. Okay, so now we'll open Friends to Keep in Art and Life, and this is different very famous paintings with funny sayings written over them, and some of them get very blue, so to speak, blue humor. All right, so we're going to start with page 26. This is called Spring by Thomas Wilmore DeWing, and it's in the Smithsonian American Art Museum. So this is Spring. See it? I don't want to do team bonding with those weirdos. Remember the ropes course? I still think about Pam hanging upside down and screaming about her wedgie. 27, Curiosity, Gerard ter Borch the Younger, and this is at the Metropolitan Museum of Art. And that's this painting. And then write, it's for these reasons that I believe I deserve a raise. But maybe take out the part where you called him a condescending something weasel. Okay. Once again, you know, it's either this mood or this mood. It just shows that everybody's human. And this is a great way to present new information. Having read these things, this is actually the reason why I did the ticket yesterday. I painted a ticket of something that was kind of a famous riot in St. Louis with Guns N' Roses, and then I painted a mistake in it intentionally. Then I had people search for the mistake. They found the mistake. I finished the painting, and then to be funny, because the painting was the ticket, it had to do with Axl Rose, the lead singer of Guns N' Roses, getting angry that someone was taking his photograph. So I surrounded the painting with cameras, and I took a picture of it. I'm selling it as a print, you know, because this taught me how. This is the reason why I think that way now. So Biscuit has she's walked by me. She snubbed me for some water and her kibble, and I think she's not going to pop up here. But everybody have a great day. Go out and study something in your craft. Drop a comment below if you have anything to contribute about these guys, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.